Morning, everyone.
Good morning,
Good morning,
sir.
everyone.
Good morning,
How are you
sir.
all? Good morning. How are you all?
Fine.
How are you all? Okay. Now, so our 8th chapter is over or not? Our 8th chapter is over or not? Explanation portion is over or remaining?
Over.
Okay. Now, we all know that this story is written by R.K. Lakshman, right? Who will give me the brief of the story? Who will give me the brief of the story? It means narration of the story. Who will give me? Neha? Anyone have idea about the story? That what is the exact story? How is the child behave? Bhumi? 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 Can you listen me, beta? Am I audible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible, everyone? Tell me, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Then why are you not replying me? Bhumi, answer me, dear. Hello? Hello? Neha? Someone's mic is on. Mute yourself, beta. See, if you will not give me the brief of the story, I will not discuss the question answers with you. Yesterday I explained whole story, right? Remaining portion, previous part also explained by some of one one student. I think Bhumi gives the brief of the first part of our explanation. Now this is the second portion, right? But you should give me the answer in proper way. In proper way. What did you learn from this story? Tell me. Vian, who's Am I audible, everyone? Hello? Am I audible, everyone? Everyone, am I audible? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Then why are you not replying me, dear? Continuously I am asking you question. You are not replying me. What is the reason behind it? Are you not happy? Not feeling well?
No, sir, because I joined now only.
What's your name?
Sir Smith.
Yes, Smith, you are not joined the lecture regularly. What is the reason behind it? What is the reason behind it? That you are not joined the lecture regularly? Bhumi, are you there? Bhumi, are you there? Nitha? 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 Nitha?
Yes.
Answer me that give the brief of the story. Short summary of the story.
Yes, sir. This is the day when the Viceroy in the place of
Your voice is cutting, dear.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, sir. Sir, this is the day when the Viceroy is coming to the village. Gopal and they were in school. They were told to welcome the Viceroy in the railway station, and Gopal has weared his new coat set on his father, and mother told he was looking like when they went to the railway station. They were waiting for one bus, but still all students started with standing continuously, and Gopal was coming towards him. He first coming towards. Then he thumb and index finger moved him, and he used his more power this time. And the big black ant went far, but he was very courageous and came back. And then now Gopal take a handful of sand and poured on the ant. But the ant came back in a temporary, and now a twig and with it, and the ant walking on the twig. The ant was coming towards the finger of the Gopal when he hold the twig with another hand, and the ant came with a big abyss on the twig. Then it came down and started moving towards Gopal's finger, and the now band was started the twig. He really put the ant out, and he went to swim. But now after the swim, that the Viceroy has gone, and when he remembered that well, and he checked to see that it is in sleep. That was his death. Then back, his mother asked that will you join us? And Papa said yes. Do you see the Viceroy? No. Then his mother asked why. He said I was busy.
Okay. Bhumi, again. Bhumi. 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 Neha.
Yes, sir.
Give the brief of the story.
Yes, sir.
I want.
Once there was a boy whose name was Gopal, and his mother took out a little brown coat with brass buttons from a wooden box, and she took out this coat on only great occasions only. So the occasion was that the Viceroy of India was passing through the small town. So all children were very happy because they have worn their best clothes. And circulars had gone to all schools months in advance, instructing the authorities that the children should be well dressed and lined up also. Then the headmasters and teachers were very nervous also because they were afraid that something might go wrong on that special day. Gopal was quite unaware of its importance, but he was very happy as on that day he got sweets to eat. And at the railway station, children were lined up according to their size, the better dressed ones in the front row. Gopal was very excited, and the drill master marched up and down proudly as if he was thinking that he was supervising an army parade. And as the time passed, it began to get hot. All the children began to get restless. So Gopal was also feeling very bored. After some time, he felt a ticklish sensation on his left leg, and when he saw on his left leg, he saw a big black ant crawling up his leg. So he was scared and jumped in excitement. Gopal pushed it away with a small twig. The big black ant quickly returned again. So Gopal again flicked it more violently. The ant landed far away and rolled in the dust. Gopal thought that the ant might not come back, but ant immediately came back as if she was thinking that it was a battleground. So the ant came, and again Gopal picked up in a small twig, and then they both played a game. When ant crawled down to his left leg, to his left hand, Gopal hold the stick with the right hand, and when ant came to right hand, Gopal put the stick with the left hand. So they played the game for a long period of time. After some time, he heard some drums banging, so he thought that the Viceroy might have come. So he just quickly threw away the twig and just ran up where his friends were. So when he reached there, his friends said that, where were you? We saw the Viceroy. So he said that I was very busy. And then when he go home, her mother also asked the same question, that whether you had a good time. So he said yes. But when her mother asked him that did you have a good look at the Viceroy, he said no. And she asked the reason, so he replied that I was busy. Nothing more explanation, only that.
Yes. Right. So here we learn about the child psychology. Right. If you are feeling a boredom, so we get some new ideas, some entertaining things from this ground only. Now we start to discuss question answer. Why did Gopal feel proud and important? Why did Gopal feel proud and important?
So because weird is what
He has weird?
Yes, sir. Can I?
Yes. Yes, but
Sir, Gopal, look. Sir, my voice is coming.
Yes, beta.
Yes, sir. The Gopal feel proud and important because the Gopal wear a little brown cloth with a brass button from a wooden box and put it on him. And this happened only on the great occasion, and he could smell a camber on the coat.
Yashika. Dharmansi.
Sir, can I?
Yes. Yes, beta.
Sir, he thought he looked like his father and felt a great sense of importance.
Very good. Right, so answer is what, that Gopal felt proud and important because his mother had dressed him in a brown coat with a brass button, which he wore only on great occasion, and he thought that he looked just like his father, and that's why he felt proud and important. Second question. What was the special occasion? What were the schools instructed to do? Dharmansi.
Sir, can I?
Yes.
Yes, sir. The special occasion was a Viceroy of India was passing through a small town. The headmaster of the school and teachers were instructed in a stage of a nervous fear that something might go wrong on that day. A special training had been given to the children to participate in the great event.
So here, the special occasion. What is the special occasion? So, the special occasion was that the Viceroy of India was to pass through Gopal's small town, and he was to alight at the railway station and get into a richly decorated open horse-bound coach. Then he would escape to his hills for the summer in the special car, and circulars had gone to school, all schools months in advance, instructing the authorities that on either side of His Excellency routes to cheer and welcome him, and special training had been given to children to participate in a great event, and that was the instruction given by the authorities. Third question. What was the scene at the railway station? What happened when the Viceroy was late? What was the scene at railway station? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Sir, the scene was that the Viceroy of India was late.
Repeat.
Sir, can I?
Yes.
Yes, sir. At the railway station, the children were lined up according to their size. The better dressed of ones in the front row. And Gopal was excited. The drill master marched up and down proudly, as if he supervising an army parade. Even the headmaster consulted him about the arrangements. Every few minutes he looked at his watch and announcing the exact position of the approaching Viceroy. But an hour passed without anything happen, and the children became too restless, and the drill master scolded the noisy ones, and they went to find a cause for the delay.
Okay. Wait a minute, students. Wait a minute. Hello. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Now give me the third one. Smith.
Yes, sir.
Answer me the third question. What was the scene at railway station? What happened when the Viceroy was late?
At the railway station, the old child was tired up and they were pretended from the Viceroy was 1 hour late. And after some time passed, the old students were seated all were pretended because they were itching. And even if the headmaster was also confused why the Viceroys were after 1 hour late.
But the scene of the railway station you didn't explain. How was the scene of that one? When the Viceroy was late, that time you, whatever the answer you gave me, that is that late of the Viceroy situation, right? After that. But before this, what happened in the railway station?
I don't know what I can address. All students gather up there and stand in line, and they all were waiting for the Viceroy to come and celebrate them. So they were all standing in line. Headmaster teaches them how to welcome the Viceroy.
Okay, so here the thing is what, that at the railway station the children were lined up according to their size. The better dressed ones in the front row. Gopal was excited. The drill master marched up and down proudly, as if he was supervising an army parade. Even the headmaster consulted him about the arrangement. Every few minutes he looked at his watch and announced the exact position of the approaching Viceroy. But an hour passed without anything happening. The children felt tired. The children began to get restless. The drill master scolded the noisy ones and went to find out the cause for the delay. As the time passed, it began to get hot. The whole group started to droop. One by one, the teachers sought the cool side of the trees, and the children squatted on the ground in groups and wilted in the shade. Okay, fourth one. Why did Gopal feel a mixture of victory and sympathy? Why did Gopal feel a mixture of victory and sympathy? No clue. Continues you are giving the answer. Now Neha will reply me, beta.
Yes,
Neha,
sir.
reply me.
Gopal had a mixed feeling of victory and sympathy because first when ant crawled on his leg, he flicked it just gently, but when it returned with her antenna up, he flicked it more violently. The ant landed far away and rolled in the dust. Then Gopal was very happy that the ant has gone, but the ant immediately returned to Gopal. Gopal got very irritated and then he just gathered a handful of sand and poured it all on attacking sand. Then he felt he was very happy that I defeated the ant, but at the same time he also had the feeling of sympathy that might be the ant would die.
Okay. Here says that Gopal felt a mixture of victory and sympathy when the ant that had been trying to crawl off his leg emerged from his stand. Right? Then what happened? He had thrown on it. He felt victorious. And the ant was puzzled by Gopal's new trick to prevent it from crawling up his leg. And he felt sympathetic at the plight of the tiny ant. Describe the game that Gopal played with the ant. Sarmansi. Describe the game that Gopal played with the ant. Dharmanti.
Sir, can I?
Yes, Nirav.
Sir, when the Gopal when the ant come to right side, the Gopal puts the stick to left side, and when the ant come to left side, then the Gopal and the stick to right side. This is the game. That Gopal and ant play.
Gopal gently picked up the ant on a twig. It clung to it and remained still as if admitting defeat. Then it began to move carefully, right, along with the twig. It came very close to his fingers and would have climbed onto his if he had not let to go his fingers. At that moment, and held the stick by the other ant. The ant suddenly faced an abyss, and then it turned around and started walking back towards Gopal's fingers. But the Gopal repeated the trick, shifting his fingers in the time to other end of the stick. And he liked this game and he went on the long time. Okay? Okay, beta?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why did he shiver with
Sir,
pride?
you will send PDF?
Yes. Why did he shiver with pride? Nistha. Nistha.
So can I try?
Yes.
He shivered with fright at the thought that it could have in his sleeves.
Your voice is not coming properly. Your voice is not coming properly.
Sir, he shivered with fright at the thought that it could have climbed over his feet and got lost inside his sleeves. He looked for it all over his coat, and on the ground it had completely vanished.
Yes, so Gopal shivered with pride at the thought that the ant could have climbed over his fingers, got lost in his sleeve, and he looked for it all over his coat and on the ground. It had completely vanished, waited for its next move, and ant immediately moved towards him like completely vanished. Now list the two words connected to war that use the text describe the game between the Gopal and ant. So here there are two words. One is enemy tank in a battlefield, attacking ant, victory, admitting defeat. These are the words, right? Waited for its next move. These are the words, right? So I explain you. Now in second exercise, first of all, here are some characters. Number one is people, number two is appearances, number three is thought and feeling, and number four is behavior. Now every time this type of exercise I told you that do in your textbook, but when I send the PDF, this exercise you have to do in your notebook according to in that way. I'll share the image also, right, according to in these ways. Understood? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That you have
Yes,
to
sir.
you have to do in your notebook, not in textbook. Now think and answer it. Even the drill master was smiling. What does this say about the drill master and the event?
Sir, can I?
Yes.
So drill master was also confused. So why the Viceroy 1 hour later everybody was bold at the railway station and waiting for the Viceroy to come.
It says that drill master is usually a very serious person who does not smile much, and the event is so special and provides the drill master with such a sense of importance that even he smiles. That's why, right? We all know that some sports teacher who is very serious regarding their duties. So same thing he was also serious about and never smiled it, But this time he got the opportunity, and that's why he gave the smile on his face. Do you think playing with the ant was like a challenge for Gopal? Give reasons for your answer. Do you think playing with the ant was like a challenge for Gopal? Give reasons for your answer.
Sir, can I?
Yes.
Yes, playing with the ant was challenge for Gopal because every time when he flicked the ant immediately returned to him to fight.
Very good. Right, so we can say that because he felt that the ant and he were at war, and that he said defeated, he had to defeat it. He kept waiting to see what the ant would do the next and devised new methods to confuse or deter it, and he felt victorious when the ant seemed to be puzzled by a prey. Third one, describe Gopal's thoughts and feelings about the ant.
Sir, can I?
Yes.
The Gopal feels sure of victory and sympathy.
What?
The Gopal feels the mixture of victory and sympathy.
Sympathy, not it's a sympathy. Or it is something of sympathy. So is that at first Gopal was irritating with the ant and kept coming towards him even after he had flicked it away. He was pleased with her, pleased when he had flicked it off very far away. He kept looking at the ant means interest, anticipating its next move, and he became a little worried when the ant charged at him angrily. In the end, he felt sympathetic towards the little creature and played with it for a long time. Then comes, why do you think Gopal said that he had a good time? Why do you think Gopal said that he had a good time? Anyone have idea?
Yes, sir, I have idea.
Tell me.
So because in his point of view, sir, Gopal was playing with the ant, and he was feeling happy after playing with the ant.
Here, he said that I think Gopal said that because he had enjoyed playing with the ant, instead of getting bored and waiting to the heat when the Viceroy was late, he occupied himself with the game with the unique playmate. And that's why it is doing a thing, that's why it is a perfect thing, and that's why he says that it was a good time for me.
Sir, your camera has been off.
I know I off my camera. Okay. Now, today's homework. How many string passages in your worksheet? How many string passages in your worksheet?
5.
Sir, 5.
5. How many over? 3 over, right?
Yes, sir.
3 string passages over. So today's homework, solve string passage number 4 and 5 in your worksheet.
And sir, question answer?
And question answers also you have to in your F&B. In your F&B. Okay? Okay?
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? Today's homework. What is your today's homework?
Yes, sir.
What
Sir,
is
string passage
your
4 and 5
homework?
and question answer.
Yes, 4 and 5 in worksheet and question answer in your that is homework. Okay, everyone? Okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye bye everyone. Take care.
Bye, sir.